I'm going to post this link on Patreon, and I'll be right back. Ah, perfect. We don't have to do it 5 times tonight. Very good, very good. Oh, just give everybody a couple of minutes. Hi, Bonessa, Stefan. Hello. Just giving everybody a couple of minutes to get here. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Hi. Hi, guys. Just giving everybody a couple of minutes to get here. Brandy, good to see you. Dale. Sarah. Pedro. Raphael. Hi, guys. So, there's a bunch of different ways you can, or different reasons for doing the middle pillar. One thing that you'll find that it does is it greatly enhances what the only way I know how to describe is what people would call your psychic intuition. And by that, I don't mean, like you're going to touch something and, uh, like you see on TV, like somebody touches a knife or touches a gun and they see a murder took place, that sort of thing. That's not what I'm talking about at all. When I'm talking about psychic perception, I'm talking about your ability to perceive and work with subtle energy. It also, when I first started doing it, it doesn't really have the same effect on me now as it did a long time ago, but it used to just absolutely fill me with energy. I would feel just completely and absolutely rejuvenated because basically what you're doing is pumping massive amounts of chi or energy into your body. You're doing a few different things. You're pumping massive amounts of energy into your body, but each sphere in the middle pillar also represents a different aspect of us. For example, Malkuth represents your physical body. Uh, Yasad represents your unconscious, your subconscious, all those parts of our mind that we aren't completely aware of on a daily basis. Your Tippereth center represents your consciousness, the frame of mind, the way we react with the world, things we're aware of, all that sort of stuff. The sphere in our throat, Da'ath, it acts as a bridge or a link between our higher selves and our lower normal daily functioning consciousness. And the sphere above our head is Kether. It represents the part of us that is divinity. That never has been, never can be separated from God, if that's the word you want to use. But when you're saying the mantras, I talked about this a little bit before, you're saying a sentence. You're not just saying names of God. Ehyeh, Yehovah Elohim, Yehovah Eloah Da'ath, Shaddai El Kai, and Adonai Haaretz. Those are names of divinity. But when you put them all together, you are like each one means something. Like Ehyeh means I am. Yehovah Elohim means basically God, divinity. You're saying I am the Lord God of knowledge and wisdom, the Almighty Lord of creation. What you're doing is reminding yourself. We always say that in magic, God created the world does not mean the same thing that it means in religion. In religion, whenever they say that, they tend to think of it as like an artist creating a piece, like a painter creating a painting or a sculptor creating a sculpture. Whenever that's finished, the artist is still here and the piece is separate from them. When we say God created the world, what we are talking about, think of God as shorthand for the source that everything came from. It's infinite. It is beyond the boundaries of things like time and space. Well, in order to experience change, it had to pour itself into the dimensions of time and space. So God didn't just create the world, yes, outside duality, exactly. It is infinite consciousness, infinite energy that exists outside the realm of duality. In order to experience any sort of change, it has to enter the world of duality. So when we say God created the world in magic, what we mean is that this infinite source pours itself into the dimensions of time and space and becomes the world. It became us. We are the source of all creation. It seems like we're all separate because we're in separate bodies, but we're actually not. We are one consciousness. It's just ego, the lens that we view the world through, that makes it seem as if we are separate things. It's not even that we're all connected, it's that we are literally one thing. That's why, like, whenever Jesus says, "What you do to other people, you also do to me," he didn't mean that as a metaphor. He meant that literally. What you do to other people, you also, we're all one. You can't do things to other people without also having an effect on yourself. And you'll notice that, like, for example, if you start striking out in anger at people all the time, that's why you suffer so many health problems. You're flooding yourself with those chemicals, the anger and the frustration, and it releases all these really harmful things into your body. It's because we're all one thing. Now also, whenever we are doing the middle pillar, traditionally it's taught in steps so that it's not overwhelming. And I'm just going to rush straight into this and we're going to get to it because, to be honest, I'm not feeling that great at all. Uh, I go through this weird thing in the winter, and part of it is probably just getting a little older. But I always experience this weird cycle in the winter whenever my energy drops to the point where it feels like everything in my body just hurts. My hands ache and throb. My feet hurt really bad. Sometimes my teeth start hurting. And it happens more in the winter than it does in the summer. But the reason I'm bringing this up is, yeah, the cold is not kind on bones. I'm starting to understand more and more why old people like to go to Florida in the winter. But the first thing you're taught whenever you learn the middle pillar is just to activate the energy centers that run down the center of your body. You're filling them all up with energy, and you're vibrating the mantras, and then you close down. And when you do that, you're basically just holding all the energy inside yourself. And that it does a bunch of different things. It connects all the aspects of ourselves. It allows information to flow freely back and forth between all aspects of our being. Like, for example, your unconscious mind to your conscious mind. You'll start to become more conscious of things that you were unconscious of before because you're strengthening the links between different aspects of your consciousness. Whew. That, and it also, like I said, it drastically and radically enhances your psychic perception, your ability to perceive and work with energy. The second thing you're usually taught is you do that step, activating all the energy centers, and then you start to circulate all of that energy around and around inside your aura. Whenever After you've mastered that, and that's also the first step in what we call building the solar body, crystallizing the aura. After that, the next thing you're taught is how to use it to charge things. You can use it to charge a talisman. You can use it to, this is going to represent me. I'm going to, after we do it, I'm going to put the energy that I bring in into this candle, and I'm going to say that I'm going to do it with the intention that I be filled with health and vitality. If you want to, you can do the same thing. You can put it in here and say that we're all filled with health and vitality, or you can just shut down afterwards and hold the energy inside and let it do its job. But we're going to skip. We're not going to do the circulation tonight because it's kind of a lesson in and of itself. You know, it's something that we'll talk about in the next, after we do it tonight. We'll do the middle pillar tonight, and in the next one, whenever we do this again, we'll go to the circulation. But tonight, after we do it, I'm also going to skip ahead and show you how we do the charging thing. And if you can do one of two things: either you can hold the energy inside and keep it, or you can put it in the candle. Either way. Oh, one other thing that I was going to tell you guys about the candle. You can use a lot of other things in addition to candles to enhance the work that you're doing. Like, for example, if you were going to do a ritual with the intent of protection, yes, Glitch Witch, you can charge your poppet instead. You absolutely can. If you were going to do a ritual for protection, for example, this is black salt. And to be honest, I am not 100% sure how they turn it black. I think it has something to do with charcoal, but I could be wrong. If anybody knows, feel free to post it on the screen so that other people can read it. But black salt is generally used for protection. So what you would do with black salt is you would take your candle, say it's sitting on your table, and you would make a ring. You would pour a protective ring of black salt around the bottom of it, and then charge the black salt, charge the candle, all of that. If you were doing, for example, some sort of ritual with the intent of pulling something to you, this is powdered copper. It's copper that's been ground into sand. The reason that I use, and this is actually heavy, this feels like kind of like a roll of pennies. But copper, you know, when you're using copper for, you know, normal mundane purposes like electrical purposes, copper conducts energy. So that's one of the reasons for using this, is it conducts energy. It's also, copper is the metal that's associated with Netzach and Venus. So this is actually really good for love also, or anything else that's associated with Venus. You know, for example, like, you know what, I heard Matt Oren one time recently say something about he usually uses Venus when he needs quick prosperity, but he uses Jupiter whenever he wants like something more long lasting. So you could use this for prosperity as well. But Netzach and Venus have to do with like art, beauty, being surrounded with luxury and, you know, amazing, beautiful things that feed your soul. All of that is corresponds with Venus. So you could, instead of using black salt for protection, you could make a circle with copper. Or you could also use herbs, any kind of herbs, any kind of flowers, depending on what your purpose is and what your correspondence is. You would have to do research and figure out like what corresponds with what your particular desire is, what your intention is. I almost always use just roses. And that's what these are. These are roses. And they're just dried rose petals that you put in a mortar and pestle and then grind them up until they're ground down to ash. And sometimes I also use busted up little pieces of quartz crystal and mix that in here with the roses also. And one of the reasons I use roses is, in addition to it being, you know, once again, like corresponding with Netzach, roses in magic have very much the same symbolism as the lotus does in Eastern traditions. You know, like Buddhism and Taoism, how much of an emphasis they place on the lotus. That's what roses are in ceremonial magic. Roses are the Western lotus. They are the lotus of ceremonial magic. So I almost always use roses. Uh, Even if I mix other things with them, I might mix like rosemary with it, or something that corresponds to whatever planet I'm wanting to work with the energy of. But I almost always still use roses. So you could also do, just pour a circle of roses around the bottom of it so that your candle is sitting in roses. So that's about all I'm going to say. We're going to jump straight into doing the middle pillar if you guys are ready. You ready? Oh, one other thing. You can do this standing up. You can do this laying down. If you're laying down, I would suggest flat on your back with your arms to your side. Uh, Laying down, I prefer to do it standing up, to be quite honest, unless I'm going to be doing it for a long time. What we're going to do tonight, we're going to vibrate each sphere with the mantra 4 times. I usually think that's like the bare minimum. Like, don't do less than 4. 4 is a good start, but there's no limit to it. You can do each one 10 times. You can do each one 20 times. You can do this for a couple of hours at a time. Well, if you're standing in one place for a couple of hours, for me at least, the small of your back starts hurting. Um, your knees start to ache. So I started doing it. If I'm going to do it for really long periods of time, I'll lay flat down. But if possible, I like to do it standing up. Um, what was I saying? Oh, I remember. But tonight I'm going to do it sitting down, just so that you guys can see me, so that we're face to face. I don't really have anything yet to put the camera on where you can see me standing up. No, we're not going to do the archangel names tonight, Pedro, but we will get to doing those in the near future. Pedro brings up a good point. In addition to the divine names, the mantras, some people also vibrate the archangel names for each sphere, and you can also vibrate the angelic choir for each sphere. So I'll give you one example. Tippereth, the archangel for Tippereth is Raphael. The divine name for Tippereth is Yehovah Eloah Vada'ath, and the angelic choir associated with Tippereth is the Malakim, Malakim. So you would vibrate Yehovah Eloah Vada'ath, and then do that 4 or 5 times, or 10 or 20, or how many times you want to do it, and then you would vibrate Raphael. You do that 4 or 5 times, and then you would vibrate Malakim. And when you're doing these vibrations, you want to try, and if you haven't been doing this a lot, it may be hard in the beginning, but the more, what you want to do is not just feel the vibration. The 2 places you'll be able to feel the vibration the most is in your throat, because that's where your vocal cords are, and that's where it's creating vibration. That's what sound is. And also in your chest, and I think it's just because they're so close together. But you want to practice trying to feel the vibration in every part of your body. You want to feel it in the crown of your head. You want to feel it in your throat. You want to feel it in your chest. You want to feel it in your pelvis. You want to feel it in your feet. And it's like in yoga in the beginning. They'll tell you sometimes, like breathe into the backs of your legs, or breathe into, some other body part. And in the beginning, you think, how in the hell do you do that? That doesn't make any sense to me. But if you do it for a while, if you stick in there, you realize, oh, I can do that, and I can feel it. It's the same way with this. Da'ath is not a sphere on the tree of life. The sphere in our throat represents Da'ath. Da'ath is a sphere that is, it's basically a construct that forms a connection between, that helps us cross the abyss. Anything we do with Da'ath, there are no divine names for Da'ath. There are no archangels associated with Da'ath. There are no angelic choir associated with Da'ath. For Da'ath, you use the names of the sphere that is closest to it, which happens to be Banah, the black sphere on the tree. So that sphere, Banah, is Yehovah Elohim. It is Zafkiel, and is it the Ashim or the Aralim. The Aralim are the angelic choir that is associated with that. But what for Da'ath, you just use all of the Banah benefits. Like we are. Okay, guys, we're going to get started because I don't want to go on for a long time tonight. Somebody was just asking what are the benefits of holding the energy in. Just rewind the video a little bit. We were talking about that just a few minutes ago, and we list all of those things on there if you want to go back and watch. Okay, either stand or lay flat on your back. You don't have to be looking at me. Your eyes are going to be closed. But direct your attention up to the very top of the universe. And at the very top of the universe, envision a blinding, white, brilliant light. And you know that this light represents the source that everything came from and to which everything will one day return. Now we're going to take 3 breaths, and every time we inhale, we're going to see that light at the top of the universe glow brighter and brighter and brighter. So visualize it, focus on it. Inhale and see it glow even brighter white. Hold. Exhale, the air goes out, the energy stays in. Inhale again and see it glow even brighter white. Hold. Exhale. Once more, inhale. See it glow as bright as you can make it glow. Hold. And now as you exhale, see a shaft of light come down from that source at the top of the universe, all the way down through the universe until it reaches the top of your head. And right at the crown of your head, it forms a white sphere of energy about 6 inches in diameter, sitting right on the crown of your head. And just let your attention, try to focus your attention on the top of your head. Feel your hair. If you don't have hair, just feel the air on top of your head. But just let your attention rest at the crown of your head and see that brilliant ball of white light glowing there. What we're going to do is every time we inhale, we're going to inhale energy from the universe around us that will go up and into this white sphere. So every time we inhale, it's glowing brighter and brighter white because we're putting more and more energy into it. Try to see it and try to feel it glowing more brightly. Inhale and see it glow even brighter. Hold it. Exhale. The air goes out. The energy stays in. Inhale. See it glow even brighter. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Now this time, whenever we inhale, we're going to inhale and see it glow even brighter, and we're going to hold, and then we're going to vibrate the divine mantra and try to see and feel this white sphere vibrating whenever you do it. The mantra for this one is Ehiye. Whenever we do it, I'll do it one time so you can see what it sounds like, and then we'll all do it together. Inhale and see it glow brighter. Hold, and then vibrate out loud with me. Inhale and see it glow even brighter. Hold and vibrate. Inhale and see it glow even brighter. Hold and vibrate. One more time. Inhale and see it glow as bright white as you can possibly make it glow. Inhale. Hold and vibrate. Now focus on that white sphere at the crown of your head. And as you inhale, see the shaft of white light come down from that white sphere at the top of your head, down through the center of your head. Think of it as a straw made of light, all the way down into your throat. And right in the center of your throat, it forms another sphere, the same size and same shape as the one at the top of your head, only this one is going to be a pearl gray color. And let your attention rest in your throat. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to inhale, and with every inhalation, we're going to see it glow brighter and brighter. So inhale and see it glow brighter. Hold. Exhale. The air goes out, but the energy stays in. Inhale and see it glow even brighter. Hold. Exhale. Inhale and see it glow brighter. Hold. Exhale. Inhale and see it glow as bright as you can possibly make it glow. Hold it. Now whenever we do the mantra for this one, I'll do it first so you can see what it sounds like. It's Yehovah Elohim. And it'll sound like this. And again, you want to see it and feel it vibrating to the best of your ability. If you can't do it that well at first, just keep trying. As time goes by, you'll get better and better at it. But inhale and see it glow bright. Hold it, and then vibrate. Again, inhale and see it glow even brighter. Hold it and vibrate. Inhale. Hold it. Vibrate. One more time, inhale and make it glow as bright as you can possibly make it glow. Hold it, and then vibrate. Now inhale and see the shaft of light continue from the gray sphere in your throat down through your chest, and right about where your heart is, it forms another sphere of gold light. This one is gold, like the sun at noon, right in the middle of your chest. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to inhale 4 times and see it glow brighter and brighter with every inhalation. Every time we exhale, the air will go out, but we hold the energy in. Inhale and see it glow brighter. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. One more time, inhale and see it glow as bright gold as you can possibly make it glow. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale. Now the mantra associated with this sphere is Yehovah Eloah Va Da'ath. And I'll do it one time just so you can see what it sounds like. This is the hardest one for some people just because it takes a lot of air to get this one out. It's the longest one. But if you keep doing it, you'll build up more lung capacity and you'll get better and better at it. Whenever you do it, it'll sound like this. So focus on the gold sphere in your chest. Inhale and see it glow as bright as you can make it glow. Hold it, and then vibrate. Inhale again and see it glow even brighter. Hold it and vibrate. Inhale and see it glow even brighter. Hold it and vibrate. One more time, inhale and make it glow as bright as you can possibly make it glow. Hold it and vibrate. Now focus on that gold energy center in your chest. And as you inhale, see the shaft of light continue from that gold energy center down through your abdomen, all the way down into the center of your pelvis. And there it forms a purple sphere of light. Same size, same shape as all the others. This one's just purple, right in the middle of your pelvis. And we're going to do the same thing every time you inhale. We're going to see this purple sphere glow brighter and brighter. Every time we exhale, the air goes out, but the energy stays in. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Once more, inhale and see it glow as bright purple as you can possibly make it glow. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Now the mantra associated with this sphere is Shaddai El Kai. And I'll do it one time just so you see what it sounds like, and then we'll do it together. Shaddai El Kai. And again, you want to try to feel the vibrations in your pelvis if you can. Inhale and see the purple sphere glow as bright as you can make it glow. Hold it, and then vibrate with me. Shaddai El Kai. Inhale and see it glow even brighter. Hold it, and vibrate. Shaddai El Kai. Again, inhale, hold it, and vibrate. Shaddai El Kai. One more time. Inhale and see it glow as bright purple as you can possibly make it glow. Inhale. Hold it. And vibrate. Shaddai El Kai. Now focus on that purple sphere in the center of your pelvis. And this time as you inhale, see the shaft of light continue down from that purple sphere, down through your legs. Picture your legs as if they're just one piece, just one trunk. And see that shaft of light go down through both legs, down to your feet. And when it gets to your feet, circling your feet, half above your feet and half below the ground, it forms a black sphere. Same size, same shape as the others, circling your feet, half above the ground and half below the ground. And it sounds kind of like an oxymoron, but you'll get better and better at it in time. What you want to see is see the black light glow brighter and brighter with each inhalation. So focus on our feet. Inhale and see the black sphere glow even brighter. Hold. Exhale. The air goes out, but the energy stays in. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Once more, inhale and see it glow as bright black as you can possibly make it glow. Inhale. Hold. And exhale, the air goes out, but the energy stays in. Now the mantra for this sphere is Adonai Haaretz. And I'm going to do it one time so you can see what it sounds like, and then we'll do it together. Adonai Haaretz. Focus on the black sphere at your feet. Inhale and see it glow even brighter. Hold, and then vibrate with me. Adonai Again, inhale and see it glow even brighter. Hold and vibrate. Again, inhale. Hold and vibrate. One last time, inhale and see it glow as bright black as you can possibly make it glow. Hold and then vibrate. Now focus on that black sphere at your feet, and as you inhale, see the shaft of light continue down from that black sphere all the way into the center of the earth. And at the very center of the earth, it connects to a giant green ball of energy. Picture it like a giant green sun burning in the center of the earth. That's the chi of the earth itself. Mother Nature, the source of all life on earth, the divine feminine. So picture this. Right now, you have a shaft of light, a straw of light running through the center of your body, going all the way from the top of your head to your feet. Above the top of your head, it connects you to that light at the very top of the universe. And below your feet, it connects you to that green light in the center of the earth. And interspaced throughout your body, you have these 5 spheres of energy. There's a white one on the crown of your head. There is a gray one in your throat. There is a gold one in your chest. There is a purple one in your pelvis, and a black one surrounding your feet. Try to see all 5 of them at the same time. And we're going to inhale and try to see all 5 of them glow as bright as you can make them glow simultaneously. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. The air goes out, but the energy stays in. Now, if you just want to stop and hold the energy in so that it feeds and nurtures you and acts as spiritual sustenance, then you can stop right now. But what I'm going to do, and you guys can do it with me if you want to, I am going to take all of that energy and put it into this candle so that I am filled with health, vitality, and happiness. Why not? Let's say health, vitality, and happiness. The way you do that, put your attention on the gold sphere in the middle of your chest. And whenever you inhale, what you're going to envision is all of that energy in all of the other spheres. As you inhale, you're going to pull it all into the gold energy center in your chest and hold it. And then whenever you exhale, you're going to let it go down your arms, out your hands, and into the candle. You're going to see the candle saturated and glowing with as much gold energy as you can possibly make it. Focus on the gold energy center in your chest. Inhale and pull in all the energy that's in all the other spheres. Hold it. And then exhale. Let the energy go down your arms, out your hands, and into the candle. May we be filled with health, vitality, and happiness. May it come about in a way that brings harm to none and is for the good of all. And in no way let this reverse or bring upon us any curse. We ask this in the divine name. going to use a red match because red represents strength. And that is all there is to it. You know how normally whenever we're charging things, we always just breathe into the gold center in our chest and then push the energy out into something? That's like an abbreviated version of this. This is by far the more powerful way to do it. What you're doing is putting like 5 times the amount of energy into something whenever you do this versus whenever you're doing just the center in your chest. There's another way, and next time what we're going to do is we're going to actually circulate the energy around us. Someone said, is it normal to cry while doing it? Your responses will be entirely unique to you. What that usually is, like if you experience something like, crying, or for me, what I would usually experience is when I got down to the purple sphere that's in the center of my pelvis, I would have sweat running down my legs, down the inside of my legs, like I was running a marathon. And sometimes I would have to pee so bad that I would have to stop in the middle of doing it and go use the bathroom. Well, what it is it's power. It's bursting through blockages. It could be emotional blockages. It could be physical blockages. Whatever it is, it means that something in you, it's pushing its way through some sort of blockages. So it can be, you can experience all kinds of different things. Yes, Chris says, let it out. It's exactly right. Yeah, Jordan asked, do you still recommend clapping your hands at the end? You can clap your hands. What he's talking about is sometimes it helps to break the connection, so that the energy stays in whatever you're doing and doesn't flow back to you. So you can either stomp your foot, you can clap your hands. What that comes from, that's like an abbreviated version of like the sign of silence in magic. Like whenever you, for example, do the full traditional thing where you thrust both hands through the center of the pentagram to put energy into what you're doing. Whenever you pull your hands back, you hold one hand in front of your lips and you stomp one foot, and that is the sign of silence. What you're doing is sealing the energy in. You can do it with anything. You can do it, clapping your hands, stomping your feet, whatever it is. For me, I don't really do it as much anymore, just because I've been doing this for so long that I just don't really need it anymore. But if it helps you, yes, absolutely. One second. Another thing you can do there's all kinds of physical gestures that you can use to help you. One of them, for example, whenever you're getting ready to start doing magic, like the very first thing you do is hold your hands like this. This is an abbreviated version of what they call rending the veil. For example, rending the veil, you would do almost the same thing as like when you're charging the pentagrams with both hands. You would thrust both hands out in front of you, and then you do this as if you're opening the veil in between worlds, and then you step through. What that means is you're symbolically entering the space between the physical world and the spiritual world. You're in between those two things. The abbreviated version of that is you hold your hands like this, open them as if you're opening a book, and then spread them like this. Whenever you do that, whenever you get used to doing it, you'll feel something in your head, almost like you get dizzy for a second. whenever you get ready to, the very last thing, if you want to close this way, you do it in reverse. Just bring your hands are like this, you bring your hands back together, and then close them like a book. That's the abbreviated version of rending of the veil. See what you guys are talking about. 1 second. Sunshine says, is it symbolic though? You know what? Yes and no. I mean, it's not like your body is going to disappear from the physical plane, but you're definitely doing something. You know, it's not just a symbol. Something is definitely happening. You'll feel something in your head whenever you do it. Either way, uh, that's very very hard to describe. You are doing something very real, but it's not like your body's going to disappear into the spirit realm. That's why I use the word symbolic. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Oh, Dumpster Jedi. Dumpster Jedi says, had weed oil under my tongue since the stream started. Let it melt and absorb while I vibrated. If you have ADHD or an otherwise wandering mind, I find it helps strengthen my visualization and focus. The reason that I pointed that out is because that's very, very similar to a Taoist technique that they do to prolong life, to have a long life. You hold spit in your mouth. Taoist, one of the things that Taoists consider like, you know, this grave thing that you never do is spit. You don't ever spit on the ground because you're wasting life force whenever you spit. So they hold spit in their mouth, and you can do this for half an hour. You can do it for, you know, just a breath. You hold it in your mouth, and every time you inhale, you see the saliva in your mouth glowing brighter and brighter and brighter gold, and then you swallow it. It's like swallowing light. You know, it's the same way as if you were to put it in the cup and then drink that. They're just cutting out the middleman and doing it directly in their mouth. Okay, guys, we have been on here for almost an hour already. So I'm going to cut this short, and I am probably going to go straight to bed. Thank you guys for doing this with me tonight. I hope that you enjoyed this, that you got something out of it. And next time we will start doing the energy circulation, the next step, the next part of this process. Thank you guys. Okay, talk to y'all in a couple days or so. Bye bye.